जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला
Sip, sip, jeera sip, Indish ka jaldi और jeera sip, Indish ka jaldi और jeera sip.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
And ladies and gentlemen, the big controversy right now you're hearing, and I want to explain this on the nation's sharpest opinion. You may be seeing it on television, on the digital medium. Anyway, nobody reads newspapers these days, but it's called SIR controversy, Special Intensive Revision. And the opposition says this is a very bad thing. The government is anti-democracy, that's why it's carrying out SIR. I think that's rubbish. Let me tell you what SIR is. SIR is Special Intensive Revision. SIR is the revision of the electoral rolls. It's a way of checking that dead people are not there in the voter list. People who've moved away are not there in the voter list. Duplicate entries are not there in the voter list. Untraceable names are not there in the voter list. And infiltrators are not there in the voter list. So I'm sure you'll agree it's necessary. The next election is happening in Bihar. And obviously, it's been 22 years since the last revision. So you should be very angry in Bihar as to why a revision has not happened. But why would you oppose a revision? I don't understand. There has been urban shift, there's been migration, there have been deaths. A whole new generation has come, a whole new generation has gone. And this is constitutional. This revision is powered by Article 324 of the Indian Constitution, Section 21 of the Representation of People Act, and Article 326 of the Constitution, which requires that people above the age of 18 can vote. 97.3% of Bihar's voters have already submitted documents. This is the most transparent process, exhaustive, it's grounded in law. So what is the ruckus about the special intensive roll? I don't understand. What is Rahul Baba and Tejasvi afraid of? A clean voter roll? The government is saying we are ready for a discussion. They are saying no discussion. If you are going to oppose it, come up with arguments, not noise. The special intensive revision is constitutionally mandated, Election Commission of India driven. It is rule-based to ensure that only all eligible Indian citizens can vote. If you want Bangladeshis to vote, if you want infiltrators to vote, if you want duplicate entries to vote, then you will oppose it. And what do you want? There are 18.66 lakh deceased voters who are no longer alive, no longer there to vote. Do you want dead people to vote, Rahul Gandhi? There are 26 lakh permanently shifted people. Tejasvi Yadav, do you want someone to forge their identities and vote? There are 7.5 lakh duplicate entries. Do you want one person to vote twice? There are 11,484 untraceable names. Do you want these people to remain in the list? If not, then why are you panicking? Why do you want phantoms to vote? So, viewers, you see, you say, I want a clean voter list. You want a clean voter list in Maharashtra, but you oppose the same in Bihar. Abhishek Manu Singhvi of the Congress wants about disenfranchising voters, but where is his outrage when it comes to Nepali nationals, Bangladeshi illegals, and deceased people who are on the rolls? Mamta Banerjee opposes voter roll revision tooth and nail. But is it about that, or is it about protecting illegal Bangladeshi migrants, immigrants, trying to make sure that they vote? Viewers, a voter cleanup is not a conspiracy. A voter cleanup is a constitutional responsibility. The special intensive revision that is going on right now is about protecting the right of every eligible and real Indian voter to vote. And remember this, viewers, forget the politics, forget your pro-anti-Modi, pro-anti-BJP. Do you want ineligible people to vote? Would you want a situation where people are not eligible and they vote? Would that make any sense to you? In my view, It would not. If you are pro-constitution, you have to be supportive of a revision. This happens everywhere in the world. Otherwise, you can say that let's have all people from 1857 eligible to vote today. Would that make sense? It would not. What the opposition is suggesting is as absurd as that. This is my view on it. If possible, please circulate this video to as many people watching this so that we spread the message. Especially if you're a member of the Nationalist Collective, please spread the message so that wrong information is not given to people. These acronyms sometimes don't make sense to people. What are the people talking about? What the Election Commission is doing is cleaning up the voter list. No dead people, no infiltrators, no permanently shifted people, no ineligible voters, no duplicate entries. That has to happen if Indian democracy is to be alive. Anyone opposing it is anti-democracy. Let's debate.
सदन चर्चा संवाद के लिए, नारेबाजी के लिए नहीं है। सदन की कार्रवाई आज 12 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
Day 2 of the Parliament session was once again off to a rocky start.
एक कार्ड दिखाने के बजाय आप हाउस के मेंबर हैं, आप यू कैन सबमिट योर प्रपोजल रिजोल्यूशंस इन द फॉर्म अकॉर्डिंग विद द लॉ और वो दैट विल बी कंसीडर्ड बाय योर बिजनेस एडवाइजरी कमेटी और स्पीकर साहब समय देंगे, सरकार जवाब देगी, आपको क्या चिंता?
Opposition disrupted Parliament over the special intensive revision of the electoral rules in Bihar.
हर चुनाव को जीतने के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी एक नई रणनीति बनाती है। आप कल्पना करिए 8 करोड़ वोट और 1 महीने में 1.5 महीने में आप पूरी नई वोटर लिस्ट बनाएंगे। अभी लोकसभा चुनाव हुआ है, अगर जो डिलीट हुए होंगे या बढ़ गए घट गए होंगे एक अलग तरीका है, लेकिन आप वोटर लिस्ट नहीं बना रहे हो। इसका मतलब बीजेपी ने कोई तैयारी की है बहुत बड़े पैमाने पे बेईमानी करने के लिए।
Opposition leaders staged massive protests both inside and outside the parliament.
Opposition leaders are protesting here. Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, DMK leaders, Akhilesh Yadav himself, all of them are in the attendance here at Makar Dwar, at the stairs of Makar Dwar. All the MPs have the placard in their hand on the special intensive revision which is happening by Election Commission of India in the state of Bihar before Assembly election. All the MPs here are demanding that SIR should not happen. They are holding the placard stating quit SIR, and they also have been stating that continuously the voters' name is being cut out. The voters' name is being cut out from the Bihar voter list. There are many voters whose name has been cut out, and they are also raising a lot of questions on it.
While the Parliament was up in arms, the Election Commission of India submitted its affidavit to the Supreme Court on the revision of the Bihar voter list. The Election Commission of India submitted that it had the right to check the citizenship under the Constitution in interest of the purity of electoral rolls to enable the constitutional right to vote, further adding no parliamentary law can oust this jurisdiction. This didn't stop things turning ugly in the Bihar Assembly, with the opposition dressed in black and the matters getting out of hand in front of the chair.
बिहार विधानसभा क्योंकि बिहार का लोकतंत्र का मंदिर सबसे बड़ा है, वहाँ हम चाहते हैं कि इस इशू पे SIR के इशू पे चर्चा हो, लेकिन सरकार के लोग जो हैं भाग रहे हैं। आखिर क्या कारण है कि सरकार के लोग जो हैं SIR पे चर्चा करने से भाग रहे हैं? आखिर क्या कारण है? डर किस बात का है?
Fortunately, in Lok Sabha, it was only limited to placards and sloganeering.
वो चर्चा मांग रहे हैं, हम चर्चा के लिए तैयार हैं, फिर ये सदन चलने नहीं देते हैं। ये डबल स्टैंडर्ड बिल्कुल गलत बात है। चर्चा चाहते हैं तो ये हंगामा मत करो। सरकार ने बार-बार कहा है कि हम चर्चा करना चाहते हैं, फिर ये हंगामा क्यों कर रहे हैं?
The BJP is calling out the opposition for protecting names of Bangladeshis and intruders on electoral rolls.
भारत के संविधान और चुनाव के कानून के मुताबिक वोट कौन कर सकता है? जो भारत का नागरिक है।
तो इसकी अगर थोड़ी जांच होती है तो इसमें परेशानी क्या है? बिहार के अररिया, किशनगंज, पूर्णिया में 125% आधार कार्ड बन गया है पॉपुलेशन से अधिक। तो क्या देखने का काम नहीं है क्या? चुनाव आयोग ने कहा है कि बहुत लोग बाहर के हैं। भारत कोई धर्मशाला नहीं है तो वह इसीलिए मची हुई है कि बांग्लादेश और घुसपैठियों की बिना पर जो राजनीति करते हैं वो घबराए हुए हैं।
The Election Commission of India, meanwhile, has completed 97.3% of the special intensive revision, covering nearly 7.68 crore citizens. Only 2.7 electors remain, with 3 days remaining of the deadline. With less than 56 minutes of debates in the first 2 days of the Lok Sabha, is the session once again headed towards a complete logjam.
सभा की कार्यवाही बुधवार दिनांक 23 जुलाई 2025 को प्रातः 11 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
Okay, to establish the debate, I would like to ask the leaders representing the opposition side tonight. Ravi Shankar Ravi, I want to start with you. You are the RJD spokesperson on the debate tonight. I welcome Parimal Kumar of the JDU, Shazia Elmi of the BJP, Shyam Prasad Mika of the Congress, Haji Mehardeen Rangrez of the All India Majlis-e-Ittihadul Muslimin, and Vivek Srivastav, who is anti-government at large. Now, Ravi Shankar Ravi, there are 18.66 people in the voter list who have died. They are deceased. Dead people cannot vote. The special intensive revision is aimed at removing the people who have died from the voter list so that somebody else does not vote on their behalf. Can you imagine if 1.86 million people who are dead, if somebody comes and votes for them, does the RJD want dead people to vote? Ravi Shankar Ravi, my first question is to you. You want dead people to vote?
They voted for Modi last year. Evening, all the panelists. My question is, when did they die?
Huh?
Did the Election Commission not know in January 2025 and in the Lok Sabha election of 2024? When did the Election Commission, at that time they did not know. A summary revision takes place, it is a normal process. Addition and deletion of voters, it happens throughout the year.
Okay,
it happens throughout the year.
So
why could they not delete the deceased from the list?
Okay, I will let Parimal answer that, and then Shazia. A very absurd discussion going on right now. I said 1.86 million people have died. Can dead people vote? Would you want dead people to vote?
They voted for Modi last year.
How do you know they voted for Modi? You asked the dead people, did you vote for Modi? You met the dead people. You met the dead people. You asked the dead people. Then how do you know how many dead people voted for Modi? You have some powers to talk to dead people. Are you a poltergeist? What are you?
Modi won because the dead people voted.
I'm sorry. Now the thing here is, ladies and gentlemen, there are two arguments. Vivek, can you stop getting overexcited because of Dhankar? Listen. Don't cross the line. Don't do a Dhankar on me. Now the listen is, he may be gone, but he crossed the line. So in my program, don't become a Dhankar. Don't Dhankar me. Dhankar becomes an adjective. Now the question is, Shazia, why is the BJP concerned in 2025 about dead people voting? Why did it not do this before the Lok Sabha elections of 2024? Is the question the RJD spokesperson asks you.
So first of all, let me tell the RJD spokesperson that I speak for Bharatiya Janata Party and not for Election Commission. Election Commission has presented an 88-page long affidavit and given it to Supreme Court now that the hearing is going on. And let me tell you, sir, that 5.56% voters have not been found at the address, 2.1% are deceased, 2.3% have permanently shifted, and 0.95% are doubly enrolled. Now, don't you think it's our duty to clean up this bloated list? Election Commission is doing its job. There is no need to press this panic button only because you know you are going to lose. And all the political parties have been given in the state, have been provided the details of 29.62 lakh electors whose enumeration forms have not been received. And so far also of 43.93 lakh electors who were not found at their addresses. I just gave you the percentage. Now the verification has been done, which is 95%. So most of the work has been done. There'll be an electoral poll draft, after which there will be BLOs and BLAs, booth level officers and agents, also from different parties, who will look at the list and take it up, for which there is an entire month. So please do not spread this misinformation, disinformation to cover your own panic. No. Not just that, let me tell you that the poll body has ensured, and I do not speak for Election Commission as an official representative, but I speak for my country and I speak for every institution in my country which stands for democracy and ensures democratic processes to be carried on in the way they should in any robust and a healthy and a good democracy such as ours. The poll body has said the exercise is to ensure that no ineligible voter was included and no eligible voter was excluded from the electoral list. All the petitions that have been made, which are being looked into at the level of Supreme Court, have been based on unreliable newspaper articles. And let me tell you, sir, when it comes to the poll and the draft of electoral poll being made, 95% of the work has been done. Not in fact,
only
it's more. I don't know the end of the day. I think it's 97% that has been done. So 97%, because I don't know the today's figures. I knew till yesterday. So 97% of the work of SIR has been done, and the last date is 25th, after which you have all the time and different ways where you can go to ERO, who's the election registration officer, and make any complaint you want to make. The list is out there for all of you to see through your individual people. And lastly, I would like to say that when it comes to proof of citizenship, Election Commission has said it is the jurisdiction of the Election Commission to make sure that only Indian and Indian voters who are Indians indeed get to vote. And I think it's a very legit and a necessary concern.
Now, hashtag,
all of us have. I don't know why you don't have it, but Bihar is in India and only
hashtag
Indian
only
voters
citizens,
should vote. Period.
The hashtag for this debate is only citizens can vote. It's a very simple hashtag. You may be thinking, why is this hashtag even being used by Arnab? Because today there is a crazy debate going on. Why should we have a clean electoral roll? Should we have a dirty electoral roll, Haji Meherdin Rangres? Should illegal infiltrators be allowed to vote because they may vote for a particular side? Should people be allowed to vote because they are seen to be Muslim voters, even if they are originally from Bangladesh? Should the border regions of Bihar, Jharkhand, Assam and West Bengal be allowed to be infiltrated by Muslim Bangladeshi infiltrators from Bangladesh? Why not throw out these people? Why would you want a situation where these people can exploit the situation? I want citizens of my country to vote. I don't want a Bangladeshi to vote.
Same here.
I don't want a Bangladeshi to be allowed to vote in my country. In the Bihar elections, Bengal or any election for that matter. I want them thrown out of my country. I don't, and you know this, you know, Vivek, one minute. We had a video of a Trinamool leader in a speech in Bengal saying, if you're from Bangladesh, come to us, we will arrange for you to vote. You think there are no fake Aadhaar cards? Fake election ID cards going around?
When the BJP leaders were sitting with the Election Commission people and filling furgy forms. And the journalist concerned, uske khilaf FIR hua.
Like this?
And he is still over there fighting. So we have many kind of videos, Mr.
No,
Goswami. Study all the videos. We are against the BJP running the Election Commission by proxy. वो Election Commission BJP का agenda अगर करेगा, So we'll come onto the streets and no backdoor NRC.
We'll come out on the streets. The threat again. We will come out on the 20 log to hai na aapke paas. We will come out on the streets. Kya bhai, you can't. First of all, you see the mentality, viewers. Do you see the mentality? Are you seeing the mentality, Parimal Kumar? If you don't listen to us, we will come out on the streets. We will have violence. We will attack people. We will burn police stations. We will attack female police officers. We will do tukde on the road. Jala denge, maar denge. Ye kya hai? No. Only citizens. No, you said it.
No. I said a peaceful Gandhian protest like it happened in China.
Reflect the culture of RJD.
Peaceful protest.
1 minute. Parimal Kumar of the JDU.
They have no belief in the constitution. You see, actually, sovereignty in India rests in the people of India. The people of India exercise this power through voting right provided under Article 326 of the Constitution. And who holds the right? Actually, the qualification of voter is mentioned under Section 16 and 19 of People's Representation Act 1950 and also under Article 326 of the Constitution. And as per Article 21 of Section 21 of People's Representation Act, it makes compulsory for the Election Commission to revise the electoral roll prior to Lok Sabha and Assembly election, and that's why Election Commission is performing its constitutional and legal responsibility. But the main point is, RJD type of party who has lost their particular popularity in Bihar, gradually you are observing in election, Lok Sabha election, only 4 seats they get, and in by-election totally particularly 100% particularly zero. They were voted zero at zero level. So they are putting restrictions because they have the apprehension that they will certainly be defeating the incoming assembly election held in 2025. That's why they are putting that. There is no any problem. Actually, you see, when in 2003, when this special internship survey was conducted, it was concluded within 31 days, and same is being conducted this year in 2025. They put the argument before the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court clearly stated that the Election Commission holds the constitutional right to conduct such type of exercise, and there is no time limit. There is no timeline. First, they were raising the timeline issue. The Supreme Court clearly stated that there is no timeline, and the way through which Election Commission will conduct SIR. So actually, they are just particularly manifesting their basic character. The DNA of RJD and Mahagathbandhan in Bihar is embedded with the corruption, crime, you can say particularly kidnapping and ransom, and the same is being manifested in the Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha. You see,
I think it's true. I would say this, that see, there are two groups today.
My Chief Minister announced free electric supply up to 125 units. Actually, Congress raised the issue that CM is utilizing this, investing the public fund.
It's not a Hindu-Muslim issue, Vivek. 1 minute, everyone. Vivek, it's not a Hindu-Muslim issue. And I condemn your attempt to try and make it one. No, it is not a Hindu-Muslim issue, Vivek. No, it is not about Hindu-Muslim.
I mean, any voter who doesn't vote for the BJP, naam kaat do bhai. This is what is happening.
About the actual voter.
Shasya, 1 minute. Vivek, everyone on the big one.
Intention is wrong.
1 minute.
Statistics may be correct. Intention is wrong.
Vivek. Vivek, I will not let you. Can you please get the windows right, please? Shazia, 1 minute. I'll have to tell my producers, I have to spoon feed them. I would like Haji Bahardin Rangrez and Shyam Prasad Mika on one side and Shazia on the other. Now, let me explain this to you. This is not a Hindu-Muslim issue. Haji Meherdin.
No, it's not. And do not make it a Hindu-Muslim issue.
I said Shazia on the right. Can you, Parimalji, 1 minute. Parimalji, 1 minute, please. It's not a Hindu-Muslim issue. There is a Constitution of India. Vivek, would you kindly keep quiet for a minute? Thank you. The Constitution of India does not allow non-citizens to vote. Now, Haji, I'm sure you won't say that because the non-citizen is a Muslim from Bangladesh and likely to vote against BJP,
Why?
Because if you're saying the person who is a non-citizen is a Muslim from Bangladesh, right, and is likely to vote against BJP, I will fight for him. You decide whether you want to fight for Indian citizens voting or Bangladeshi citizens voting. If you want Bangladeshi citizens to vote, then you fight an election in Bangladesh. You understand, Shyam Prasad Mika? Foreigners cannot vote in India. People of unsound mind cannot vote. People barred due to corruption cannot vote. Election-related offenders cannot vote. Anybody who is below the age of 18 cannot vote. It's not difficult for you to understand. Therefore, my hashtag is only citizens can vote. Why don't you want only citizens voting? What is your intention?
Okay, 1 second. Hear me out. I was patient so far. See, only citizens can vote. Who is objecting? Who is asking for any non-citizens to vote? Nobody is asking for that.
Okay, then what's the problem?
I'll tell you. The point is, in a democracy, irrespective of whether you are a BJP or Congress or RJD or any other party, being a citizen of a democratic country, what we need is a transparent and a confident election commission.
Don't use words.
We need to
transparent, confident. One minute. Can I counter you one minute? Can I counter you on this? Sham, listen. Whether you are transparent or confident is a subjective thing. You see, the election commission, let's be reasonable, can be as transparent and confident, but if you decide they are not transparent and confident, you'll never change your mind. In this case, 97.3% of people, that is 7.68 crore voters, electors, have submitted their documents through enumeration forms. This leaves only 21.35 lakh voters, only 2.75 who are saying, I am not going to submit my papers. Now, obviously, the ones not submitting don't want to be caught. Would a Bangladeshi infiltrator submit his papers? No.
So you mean to say people who couldn't produce papers are all Bangladeshis?
No, I'm saying they cannot vote. I'm saying they cannot vote. They must be. If I, listen, okay, let me explain this to you. Simple thing. I'll try to explain simple things to you. Listen. No, you are not understanding. You are not understanding. You are saying, 1 minute. You are saying, are you saying that anybody who does not have an Aadhaar card is not an Indian citizen? But if I'm giving you an opportunity to get an Aadhaar card, but you don't have the ability to verify the facts to get Aadhaar or PAN card, then you cannot be a tax-paying Indian citizen carrying an Indian passport. To get an Indian passport, to carry the benefits of an Indian passport, you must go through a process of verification. If you're afraid of becoming unverified or being exposed to the process, which means you have something to hide.
Okay? Over?
Which means you have something to hide.
That is what we are asking. What are you hiding, election?
I'm asking the people who are not verifying what are you hiding.
BJP are jumping up. Election Commission need to come out and tell what they are hiding.
You're not making any sense.
Just because, I'm not making sense because I'm not shouting like you. What are you hiding?
You don't have any point to make.
You don't have conviction. I'm shouting because I'm conviction. I want Indian citizens to vote.
This is happening in anticipation of the royal defeat that awaits you. There is nothing going on that can be termed as something surreptitious or insidious. Election Commission is publishing a draft list for public objections on August 1st. Why can't you wait till August 1st? Why can't you let the entire exercise of SIR, which will be completed by July 25th,
instead of breaking furniture in Bihar Assembly?
Give every citizen a chance to raise concerns. I'm sure you have booth-level agents. There are booth-level officers. And I'm talking about 1 lakh plus 1.5 lakh of people who will be doing this verification and who will be looking at this. There are 12 political parties. What is bothering you? What is the fear? The fear of loss, right? Defeat. So it has to be data-driven. And I'm glad Election Commission is working in mission mode, and is being data-driven and not agenda-driven, as you are being. And you have a problem with this electoral integrity. You have a huge problem with the classification of issues.
No, you want Rohingyas to vote.
Diseased.
No, you want Rohingyas to vote.
Diseased.
No, they want Rohingyas to vote. They want Myanmarese people to vote.
Rohingyas will vote. Rohingyas and Nepalis and Bangladeshis.
Rohingyas, Nepalis, Myanmarese, Bangladeshis.
Bihar, where is Bihar? Bihar is in India. Who should vote for Bihar elections? Indians. Not citizens of Nepal, not citizens of Bangladesh, not Rohingyas, no one but India. India for Indians, Indian elections, Indian voters. Very simple. Indian election is equal to Indian voters. There's nothing more.
I'll explain something. There's also something very interesting.
Don't do Dankard, please. Let me speak.
Don't do Dankard.
Do Dankard.
Poor guy.
You being in the chair, don't do Dankard, Arnab. See, the viewers need to understand is, the simple thing is, they need to plant an idea in your mind that, there are people from Bangladesh who are voting, there are people from, there are Rohingyas there, and so
I will explain
so they
to
create
you.
That.
I will explain to you. I will explain. I will explain. Sham, problem क्या है आपके साथ? I'll tell you your problem. Your problem is not that you know some wrong things. That is acceptable. Everybody knows something wrong. Everybody. Your problem is that you know nothing. That's a very unique problem. So I have to start from zero. I have to educate you. Now there is a issue here, Haji Meherdin Rangrez ji. Don't look at this.
I can't be educated in your university. Don't try that.
Okay, thank you.
I will
thank
be
you.
nothing only.
Okay, now I'm talking to Haji. See, viewers, there is something called oversaturation of Aadhaar cards. And this is happening in places where there is a big Muslim population. These are interesting reports which have emerged, Haji Rangrez ji, about alleged over-concentration of Aadhaar cards in 4 districts of Bihar. In Simanchal, everyone on. What does this mean? I'll explain. Kishanganj. नहीं, हाजी साहब मैं 1 मिनट आपको एक बात बता के आपको. देखिए, किशनगंज में मुस्लिम संख्या, मुस्लिम आबादी 68 यानी कि 68% है. आधार कार्ड सैचुरेशन 126% है. यानी कि हर 100 लोगों के बीच में 126 आधार कार्ड है. ये संभव नहीं है. दूसरी बात आपको मैं एग्जांपल दे रहा हूं. विवेक जी जरा आपका ज्ञानवर्धन कर रहा हूं ना, जरा चुप रहिए 2 मिनट.
नहीं सर, ये बाकी राज्यों का भी बोलिए ना.
अरे छोड़िए ना, अभी बिहार में चुनाव हो रहे, बिहार की बात करूं ना. आपको तकलीफ क्या हो रही है? अभी आपके स्कैम को एक्सपोज करता हूं मैं.
No, but that is a fact, because the saturation rate of Kishanganj is 126%. If you were to look at oversaturation, you look at Katihar, you look at Araria, you look at Purnia, you see very high saturation rate.
मैं पूर्णिया में बताता हूं. So I'll tell you, Shazia, let me give the example of Purnia. पूर्णिया. अरे यार, अरे 2 मिनट रुकिए ना प्लीज. आपको कुछ आता पता है नहीं. कभी खान मार्केट के बाहर निकलते नहीं है, बिहार की बात कर रहे हैं.
प्रॉब्लम हमें तो ये शक है कि भारत के मुसलमान को कल आप लोग रोहिंग्या ना घोषित कर दें.
ये खान मार्केट के मार्क्सिस्ट विवेक बोल रहे हैं.
रोहिंग्या को वोटिंग राइट मिले ना मिले ये तो नहीं पता. ऐसा ना हो कि आपकी कॉन्स्पिरेसी होगी भारत के मुसलमान को ही ना वोट दो.
ये 1500 रुपए के सैंडविच खाने वाले विवेक श्रीवास्तव नए युग के मार्क्सिस्ट बोल रहे हैं. रुकिए 2 मिनट, मैं हाजी साहब को कुछ कह पूर्णिया, I'll tell you Purnia, ladies and gentlemen, Purnia, which is the hometown of Pappu Yadav के कंस्टिट्यूएंसी Purnia की कहानी बताना चाहता हूं आपको मैं. पूर्णिया,
I want Indian Muslims to vote.
पूर्णिया जहां पे मार्क्सिस्ट लीडर अजीत सरकार was murdered many years back at a time when Pappu Yadav was the Bahubali of Purnia. Let me tell you the story of Purnia. Purnia, Muslim population 38%. Haji Sahab, Aadhaar card saturation 122%.
26%.
यानी कि हर 100 लोगों के लिए 122 आधार कार्ड है. ये संभवतः कैसे हो रहा है?
ये दिल्ली में भी है,
हाउ इज कीप क्वाइट?
हरियाणा में
दिल्ली में हो रहा है।
हाजिर अंग्रेज, डोंट लिसन टू
हाजिर अंग्रेज, आंसर माय क्वेश्चन, डोंट लिसन टू विवेक। हाजिर अंग्रेज वर्सेस शाजिया। हाजिर अंग्रेज
देते तो मैं क्या बोलूं?
अरे इनको चुप कराइए ना। विवेक कीप क्वाइट यार।
देखिए अर्नब जी, जो आंकड़ा आप पेश कर रहे हैं, ऐसा आंकड़ा आप गुजरात का भी पेश करिए, मध्य प्रदेश का भी करिए, अदर सोर्स राज्य है वहां का भी करिए, मगर वो नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि आपको तो बिहार में जो मैं बिहार के ऊपर दूसरी बात बताना चाहूंगा। 3-4 बातें बहुत शॉर्ट में बता देता हूं। पहली बात तो हमारे इलेक्शन कमीशन का अधिकार ही नहीं है कि वो किसी की नागरिकता चेक करे। दूसरी बात, अभी एक खबर आई है कि 51 लाख लोगों का जो है बिहार में जो है रिजल्ट आना शुरू हो गया। 51 लाख लोगों का डाटा हटा दिया इलेक्शन कमीशन ने। तो वो 51 लोग क्या इस देश में सीमा पार करके क्या रोहिंग्या या म्यांमार या बांग्लादेश या कहीं से आए हुए लोग हैं? 51 लाख लोगों का आपने वो हटा। तो यही हम कह रहे हैं कि जो अनपढ़ लोग हैं, बैरिस्टर सुदीन ओवैसी साहब ने भी यही कहा, जो अनपढ़ लोग हैं, जो गरीब लोग हैं, आप तो उनकी नागरिकता और दलित और मुस्लिमों की नागरिकता छीनना चाह रहे हैं बांग्लादेशियों के नाम पर।
अच्छा, उसी का जवाब दे दो मैं भाई साहब।
आप उनको जो उनका अधिकार है वोट देने का, आप वो छीनना चाह रहे हैं। आप लगातार मुसलमानों को, दलितों को, गरीबों को जो प्लान करके लोग 4 करोड़ लोगों को चाह रहे हैं।
नहीं भाई साहब, एक मिनट।
शाजिया let him complete. Shazia, let him complete. Shazia, please let him complete.
इसका विरोध हम कर रहे हैं और करते रहेंगे।
आप हाजी साहब,
मैं एक और सवाल पूछना चाहूंगा। बिहार में, एक मिनट अर्नब जी, मैं अपनी बात खत्म कर लूं। बिहार में बीएलओ की जगह सफाई कर्मी काम कर रहे हैं, वार्ड में पार्षद फार्म बांट रहे हैं, दस्तखत के बिना फार्म जमा हुए हैं और पैसे ले लेकर, और वहां पर जो जिला अध्यक्ष थी बीजेपी की वो बैठी थी, वो वेरिफिकेशन कर रही थी कि कौन इस देश का नागरिक है कौन नहीं है।
एक मिनट, मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ, 1 मिनट शाजिया
के मुद्दों से ध्यान
बात कर रहे हैं
हाजी साहब, आप शाजिया रेस्पॉन्ड कर रही हैं।
जाहिर कर रहे हैं कि आपको भारत की लोकतांत्रिक प्रणाली और प्रक्रिया से कोई लेना देना नहीं है, आप वाकिफ ही नहीं है। आप जानते हैं कि जब ड्राफ्ट होता है उसके बाद क्या होता है, उसके बाद ऑब्जेक्शंस आते हैं। हर एक पार्टी के अपने बूथ लेवल के कार्यकर्ता होते हैं, उसे चेक करते नहीं। ना बेवकूफ बनिए,
पूरे देश को खराब कर देना चाहती है।
ना बेवकूफ खुद बनिए आप और ना बनाइए किसी को। आप भी मुसलमान हैं,
जवाब दीजिए।
मैं भी मुसलमान हूँ देश की,
51 लाख लोगों का
डाटा। बिहार एक राज्य है भारत का, यानी कि सिर्फ भारतीय इसके लिए वोट देंगे। और आप कह रहे हैं ये बात कही है, लेकिन
हाजी साहब, हाजी अंग्रेज जी
डिसाइड करने का।
हाजी अंग्रेज जी मेरी बात सुनेंगे 2 मिनट।
डाटा उनका हटा दिया गया इलेक्शन कमीशन की साइड से।
हाजी अंग्रेज जी, कहना है आस्क यू हाजी अंग्रेज जी, हाजी अंग्रेज जी, हाजी अंग्रेज जी सुनिए मेरी बात सुनिए, एक मिनट हाजी अंग्रेज जी मेरी बात सुनिए। शाजिया, मैं जब कोई इलेक्शन आ रहा होता है, मैं आप कोई भी, हम अगर हम वोट करना चाहते हैं, वी मेक श्योर हमारे पास हमारी इलेक्शन आई कार्ड है ना, ठीक है ना। अभी देखिए, आप कह रहे हैं कि आधार कार्ड को आप आधार बना दीजिए टू वोट। मैंने आपको जो आंकड़े दिए, द फिगर्स आई गेव यू आर शोइंग दैट आधार कार्ड्स आर बीइंग मिसयूज्ड टू 20-25%. द इलेक्शन कमीशन हैज सेड दैट आधार कार्ड कैनॉट बी प्रूफ ऑफ सिटीजनशिप. Okay? When the court asked that determination of citizenship is an issue determined by Ministry of Home Affairs and not Election Commission, Election Commission told Supreme Court that we have powers under Article 326. Right? So, when you know that Aadhaar cards are being misused, क्या fake Aadhaar cards नहीं हैं? तो if there are fake Aadhaar cards, why do you want people to use fake Aadhaar cards to vote? Why, Haji ji? I don't understand. We should be more careful. हम गलत और फेक आधार कार्ड को यूज करने क्यों दे लोगों को?
That should be true for every state, every election.
One minute. हाजी अंग्रेज,
मोदी जी को जिन लोगों ने चुना, आज आप उन्हें रिवाइज के नाम पे आप उनको जो है उनका वोट का अधिकार से छीनना चाह रही है भाजपा। मैं कह रहा हूँ 51 लाख लोगों का, आप मेरी बात सुनिए अर्नब जी, 51 लाख लोगों का बिहार में डाटा हटा दिया इलेक्शन कमीशन ने। कौन लोग हैं 51 लाख लोग? क्या बाहरी आ गए, रोहिंग्या आ गए, कौन आ गए यहाँ पर, म्यांमार से आ गए, बांग्लादेश, कहाँ से आ गए ये लोग?
समझ में नहीं कह रहा है?
आप यही मैं कहना चाह रहा हूँ कि ये जहाँ मुसलमान है, दलित आबादियां हैं, जो इलाके हैं, उनको टारगेट कर रहे हैं, वहाँ पर वोट काटने का काम कर रहे हैं।
आप भी भारत
कोई इलेक्शन कमीशन का काम
की मुसलमान हूँ, लेकिन आपको
कौन देश का नागरिक है या नहीं,
ये बात मेरे परे है, ये मैं समझ नहीं पा रही हूँ हाजी भाई।
मैडम मैं कह रहा हूँ 51 लाख लोगों की डाटा हटा दिया इलेक्शन कमीशन ने,
ना बोलिए,
मेरी बात
नहीं है। आप इस तरह का माहौल ना बनाइए, ये गलत बयानी है।
मैं कह रहा हूँ 51 लाख लोगों का डाटा हटा दिया, आप सुन क्यों नहीं रही?
इलेक्शन के बारे में जो कह रहे हैं वो गलत है।
मैं कह रहा हूँ 51 लाख लोगों का डाटा हटा दिया बिहार में।
नहीं, हटा दिया गया तो I'll tell you one minute. Ravi ji. Okay. Ravi Shankar, Ravi and Parimal Kumar are the two parties representing Bihar on the program. Ravi Shankar, Ravi ji. I will now go to the example of Araria. Araria mein Muslim population is 43%. Aadhaar card saturation is 123%. Which means for every 100 people, there are 123 Aadhaar cards.
Correct.
So if I allow Aadhaar cards to be a measure, 23% of people who are ineligible to vote will vote. Do you want that? Those people who are yeah, please, you get my question, yeah.
I think we should look at the data in a different way also. Araria and Purnia both. In Purnia, Aadhaar saturation is 122%. Muslim population is 38%. It means...
Why you are raising the question about Aadhaar? Supreme Court on 10th July clearly mentioned that Aadhaar is not compulsory. It proposed that Aadhaar may be used, but it is the discretion of the Election Commission. Mr. Arnab,
nobody goes to the booth with an Aadhaar card.
Today, particularly, 97.30% people filled their form. Only particularly 2.70 people.
I think you should speak in your time. Let me complete.
Okay. Parimal ji, let him complete. But Ravi ji, to be very clear with you, I would like to reiterate and rephrase my question to you. Parimal ji, just give me a moment. I want to rephrase my question to Ravi ji. Ravi ji, I come from Assam, which shares a very long border with Bangladesh. You know, the district where I come from, Borpeta, is now almost 80% Muslim. 80% Muslim. Okay, and there's no problem, 80%, but this is all because of infiltration. First of all, we should not close our eyes. We should see the reality in our country. Now, my question to you, Ravi ji, is why are the border districts, जो सीमांचल के जो area है, why are they oversaturated with Aadhaar cards? These districts are also the districts which have a very strong Muslim population. Right? Are these two facts not to be considered? Why are the districts which are border districts with a Muslim population very high on Aadhaar card misuse?
No, I would disagree with this because 62% population is still Hindu in Purnia and 57% population is still Hindu in Araria. And again, you are interrupting me.
Okay, let him complete. Parimal ji, I promise you I will come to you after him.
And the bordering the countries which are bordering with Bihar, maximum number of people who have come to Bihar are from Nepal and they are Hindus. But I agree that no infiltrators should be allowed to vote. At the same time, no legitimate voters should be excluded or should
But who decides that? The Election Commission, right? That decision in our country can only be taken by the Election Commission. It can't be taken by a political party. You agree on that? So we have to eventually go by what the Election Commission, which has tribunal status, independent, not answerable to the government, will do. You agree with me on that, right? So then what's the problem? Let them do it.
The problem is the kind of documents that the Election Commission has listed in its notification They are
The court
the
has
difficult
clearly mentioned
documents
why you
which
have no
the
belief in
less
the
educated,
judiciary of India.
uneducated.
Sir, please don't tell me
and
digital
laborers,
documents.
people
Sir,
from
how do you say
marginalized,
less educated people don't use digital documents? UPI penetration is all over. 1 minute. Okay, Parimalji.
Mr. Arnab, one thing which is very important, till today, 97.30% particularly voters filled their form. Only 2.708 is likely to use. Farm Act Selection Commission clearly mentioned that the 51 lakh voters are likely to be deleted because 18 lakh voters are particularly dead, 26 migrated permanently from one place to another, and around 7.5 lakh particularly is found duplicated actually more than one place their name is figured. Actually, Election Commission provided this list to BLO and BLA. BLA are the representative of different political parties.
Audio is very bad.
And directed them to ascertain their position, to ascertain the position of dead people, the position of particularly permanently shifted people, and that of particularly you see the case of duplicacy. It is for the political party and their agent.
I am concerned today, in case you missed it. Can I run the pictures full frame of what happened inside the Bihar Assembly today? I am debating this today when we've seen these scenes. It's complete chaos. Are you seeing this? Is the audio up? Do you have audio on this? This is what has happened in the Bihar Assembly today. Physical fights have broken out in the Bihar Assembly. Just look at this, viewers. And what is happening here? Because one side is saying only citizens can vote, and the other side says anybody can vote. People are pulling chairs, beating up each other. Vivek, you're proud of this, huh? You want to be in there, so you could hit a few blows yourself. Look at that situation, viewers. Attacking each other with chairs, furniture. Vivek and Shazia.
Even today in the parliament, even today only 18 minutes of work was done. The rest of the time we had no.
Yeah, but how can you vote? You people have made it. You want Rohingyas to vote.
You had to.
You want Rohingyas to vote. You want Bangladeshis to vote.
You cannot say that an Indian Muslim is a Rohingya and stop his voting right. We have to protect him.
I am saying Rohingyas are not Indian citizens, first of all. Don't you know?
I'm saying that there is a conspiracy that the Indian Muslims will be labeled as Rohingyas and Bangladeshis.
Yeah,
that is not happening, Vivek.
Yeah, but you are still unfortunately an Indian citizen. Would you be allowed to vote in China, the country of your choice?
No. I don't like BLA sitting with the election commission guys and BJP, Sarpanch and all kind of guys sitting with the BLAs and the election commission people filling furgy forms.
Shazia.
No documentation.
They're booth level officers and booth level agents. Agents are appointed by the political parties and booth level officers come from the poll commission, and that's what they do to verify. So get your fundas right, first of all. Vivek, more importantly, why are you against, when you speak for a Bangladeshi's right to vote or somebody from outside the country, you do not do any great service to Indian Muslims. So do not make it about Indian Muslim being questioned. This is a question not of Hindus and Muslims, but those who are not Indian. Only Indian Muslims and Indian Hindus and Indians will vote.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I've been able to uncomplicate this process, but I would wrap up by saying that the big story continues to be Jagdeep Dhankar. My own view is that it's not just about health. My view is that Jagdeep Dhankar has put himself in a situation of his own making, and that this is not the way in which you put down your papers because you haven't had your way or you've been pushed by both sides. Viewers, do you agree with my view on Jagdeep Dhankar? Why don't you write to me and tell me what you think? Tomorrow I will go through some of your feedback and I'll invite some of you for a public debate, especially if you're members of the Nationalist Collective and you're on the Nationalist Collective WhatsApp group. I'll try and pick up some of you from the group, invite you, request you. You can share your videos with me. We'll make this a public debate. How about making a political subject a public debate? That's what we'll do on tomorrow's episode of The Debate. See you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with The Debate.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDA चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDA चटनी पुदीना मसाला।